Ladies and gentlemen, look up in the sky. It's a bird, it's a plane. No, it's me, the Einstein of Wall Street, from the floor of the New York Stock Exchange. The ceiling, the floor. Wall Street Global Trading Academy, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. All I can say is wow. Episode 9875 of what the heck is going on. So we haven't seen that many days in the last couple of weeks with nothing but red on the screen. And I wouldn't get that concerned about it because it was more of a look. Yes, it did start in the upper right and end up in the lower left, right? And so there was definitely some pressure on the market. And the Dow Jones closed down 215. We got off our 48,000 on the Dow, 1.2 on the tape, billion shares. That's okay. It's basically a 1.5 to 1 down volume versus up. The transports were down. VIX a little bit on the upside. So a little anxiety still in the market. Russell down. I mean, look, we're sort of churning and burning the market right now, trying to, maybe it's some rotation. Maybe it's a little bit of tax harvesting, right? We talked about that. Maybe it's, people positioning themselves for an interest rate cut. So we know that there's a lot of sensitivity around what's happening. All eyes are on the Fed for Wednesday. That's the bottom line. Nothing else really matters at this point. This is just kind of a churn and a burn, rotational stuff like that. When you've got a market that's plenty of red in it, but it's not clearly nothing to be concerned about, right? Down 200 points, down 15, 20 on the SPY. So I think everybody needs to sit back and pause. Let's not blow this up and start talking about some crazy catastrophist stuff because that's just not where we're at. It is the second Monday or whatever here. We're coming into the middle of December. We've still got a big S&P, a big Russell coming into the end of the year. We've obviously got interest rates. That's a big deal. Those are the things that are important, right? There's no story that we need to present to everybody that's really changing the narrative. Has anything significantly changed since we know that there's a 90% chance of an interest rate cut? No. Is there any story change that NVIDIA and Palantir and all the Mag 7 stocks are absolutely, giving us super great earnings? No. So the significant story has not changed at all. The market is just doing what it does. It's the middle of December. People are kind of bobbing and weaving and trying to figure themselves out. I still sense that the market, look, if they wanted to sell them, they have plenty of room to sell them. That's not what they're doing. I think it's just a bit of a churn and a burn. Anyway, it's a beautiful day to be alive. This market looks fresh. All we need to do is keep our eyes on Wednesday and the Federal Reserve Bank. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what? You got to be in it to win it. Everybody should be checking out WSGTA.com. Join us. Got to be in the family. I love you. See ya.